Casey, it's a pleasure to have you with us. Tell us a little bit about the Angus Link Feeder Cattle Program and what you do for the American Angus Association.
Well, the Angus Link Feeder Cattle Program is a commercial program put forth by the Angus Association to aid the commercial cow-calf producer, the guy that invests in better genetics and employs good management practices, help him identify his calves and separate his calves from the average in the rest of the industry. It also serves as a benefit to marketing organizations, the sale barns, the video marketing platforms, to identify better cattle, better genetically capable cattle, better managed cattle, and channel those into buyers that are trying to source those kind of cattle. It helps the feeder in terms of minimizing his risk, maximizing predictability on those cattle, and channeling those cattle that are going to reach premiums when they're at the packing plant, channeling those cattle into markets that are better suited for them, maximizing profitability and ultimately leaving less money on the table for the cow-calf producer.
Sure. So essentially the association has taken its already established dollar indexes and we're giving that tool to commercial producers, right? But dollar indexes can be a little complex to learn. What makes this program easy?
Sure. The sire group EPDs go into an algorithm that puts out 3 scores. The beef index, the feeder index, and the grid index that signifies how these cattle are going to perform, or their genetic potential to perform. And it's an easy to read number, it's an easy to validate number for the livestock buyer to make judgments when he's buying these cattle, bidding on these cattle, to assess the value to them. It's a quick and easy way for them to assess the potential of these cattle.
Now, the dollar indices may be quite a foreign concept to feedlot operators. As part of your job, you help educate them. How do you communicate those values to them?
Well, it is foreign to the cattle feeders, but they do understand good cattle. They do understand better performance, and this is just a way to validate that. And primarily, feeders are selling a lot more cattle on a grid on a daily basis. This gives them the opportunity to buy cattle on a grid, in essence, as far as they don't have to wait until they send them to the packing plant to see exactly how they did. They have a better idea of what they're going to do, so it minimizes their risk and helps them make better marketing decisions. Instead of hoping the cattle are going to perform a certain way at the packing plant, they have a little more information at their hands and can make better decisions that help them also leave a little less money on the table.
Sure. How do you identify Angus Link calves? If I want to buy some, where do I go? How do I identify them?
Well, on anguslink.com, the website, there's a side for producers. If they want to enroll, they can click that. There's a side for feeders. If they want to find cattle, they click that. There's a Find Cattle button, and when they click that, the marketing certificates will show up with the contact information of each producer, their management history, any additional information about those cattle, so they can source those cattle by region, by weight, by sex, any way that they want to sort those cattle, they can find them.
Sure. Thank you, Casey, for coming on down and talking with us about the program.